And here we go. The sun rises the morning after the Heroes Festival. You have all bedded down in different locations. Oog, you went to the hot springs to relax. Buford, where would have you have bedded down to know where you're waking up?
Seeing as how I was up all night playing for the festival
Or are you just wandering
on a
around the
park
circle?
bench.
So you're
On a park.
probably out in front of uh, the cart trying to
Mhm.
get back to your hammock, but you probably didn't make it.
I'm late. I'm cuddled up against the wheels.
Tulio, did you stay up all night on top of the cart being your
Yeah.
Naruto? Okay. Are you like
No,
straight up
I'm
owling and
lookout.
just sleep? Well, you're
Yeah.
in a completely safe zone.
Yeah. But we had a weird like person look through the cart window like the first or second time we were here. And I told Abercrombie to look out for him, but I never heard anything more about that.
Well,
So
this is the second time we've all been here because the first time we left to go to I don't
Egg
know.
no,
Powder.
like whenever we
Yeah.
first arrived, there was a shadow at your window at night. And I never
That
was
was at
able to
Cape
place who
Copper.
it was.
That was Betsy.
Mm.
Right.
But you
Okay.
wouldn't know that, Tulio.
All right,
I'm
I'm getting my
reminding
places
Kronk.
mixed up. But that does help me in the case that I got my places mixed up.
But yeah, I think you would have probably passed
I'll just
out.
shadow cocoon on the top, on the roof.
Yeah. And Kronk would have went to bed in his bed proper.
Well, I don't know. Would
Well,
If it
I
was the
think so.
Festival of Heroes, it would have been something he was familiar with. So he probably would have passed out at
Yeah,
a
but it
bar.
also wouldn't have been nothing new.
That's true.
It would have just been
Also, all the
another
bars were
year.
closed. The
That's how
drinks were
you
out in
only
the
have to,
circle.
yeah, which by sunup they're closing down and putting them back in the side.
You think Kronk could have lasted till sunup with the
No,
rolls I make? I appreciate that.
that's why I'm saying you probably ended up getting back to your bed because this isn't new terrain. This is home turf, yo. You can muscle memory that shit.
I can drunk walk that.
But I think with the circumstances, the first to wake up with the morning sun will be Kronk. What are you doing, Kronk?
Oh, man. My head hurts like a bastard. Well, time to wake Tulio up.
As you walk outside to where you remember him gargoyling on the roof, you just look up and see off the post of the front side of the Mudka sign a large shadow cocoon hanging and pulsating off the side of the post. What you gonna do to wake him up?
See, what do I have in my inventory? Um, that'd be a little fucked up. I could definitely hit him with Divine Smite, but that'd be kind of fucked.
I mean, I don't have a say in this currently because I'm asleep, but I would agree.
Be definitely fucked. I'm gonna poke it, see if I can get it to fall. But
What are you poking it with?
like, sit there in front of a rock and throw shit at the base of the cocoon to see if I can get it to detach and fall.
Tulio, would you wake up if you started feeling some tickles at your feet?
Yeah.
Then yeah. How are you waking up to this?
Hmm. Let's see. What would be funny? Oh wait, I have a thing.
Oh no. He has a thing.
So can I use like minor illusion to make like like an arcane rune like at the bottom of the cocoon just start glowing like it's about to release some sort of blast at him? Like it
Yeah.
just looks like that. It just looks like something's glowing and about
So-
to shoot a blast at you, like a Death Star charging up.
So I think what Kronk would see would be first one ring of pretty basic scrolling designs around the edges appear. A smaller ring appear from within that and move forward. That's smaller but more intricate. And down to about 4 layers until it's a conical, easily seeable conical cone pointed directly at you.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And then Tulio ejects from it.
And as it appears and starts growing brighter and brighter, you just see Tulio pop out the bottom of the cocoon and land at your feet like a newborn giraffe. Because there's no acrobatics check. You just went for it, boy.
Well. All right then.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm doing the I'm just doing like the hand on my like hand holding up my head because I'm like laying on the ground now. Like I'm just like morning, just laying here, lounging.
Well, I'm up. You're up. Fix some coffee.
Okay.
All right.
So as Tulio goes into Mudcuz to start brewing up the morning coffee, what are you gonna be doing, Kronk?
I am going to walk over to the. Can I see the full
So-
map?
Yeah. So as you start walking, you immediately see at just right here on the path, just 5 feet from the door of, or the ladder, I should say, below the Mudcuz like service area, you see Buffet just lying on the ground, napping and having seemingly a very restful sleep. Or maybe just a newly found sleep. So that's about essentially it, yeah.
All right. Well, last time I woke Buffet up, I got my ass kicked. I'm gonna go and take her in and set her in on the pile of coins to sleep.
How? Gonna
Very
Princess
carefully.
Carrie?
Yes.
Give
very,
me
very
give
carefully.
me a sleight of hand check
Ugh.
to see if you wake Buffet.
Come on, give me something good. 21.
What's your passive perception, Tyler? Or sorry, Buffet.
You're fine. I was trying not to blow everyone's ears out with my allergy coughs. Passive is a 16 for perception.
You daintily scoop up Buffet like a ballerina, but also a forklift, and just carefully raise, turn.
Did anyone else see how that happened?
I didn't see how it happened, but I saw him be scared of it.
Because that 3D printed thing was securely on that fucking table.
We can rewind the recording and we'll know.
We'll watch
That's
that
it, we
later
can do
tonight.
that later.
We'll
Yeah.
watch that later tonight. Just so I need to write that down to remind me. Watch recording after fucking video. All right. Sorry. Continue.
You turn an angle just right to where you can throw Buffet through the service window of Mudcuz and into the hammock. Buffet, you have the most wonderful dream of flying through the clouds. A V herd of ducks comes flying by you. One of them may have defecated in your face as they pass by. You see a lovely cloud of pink shades float under you and by, and you land in a soft field of flowers.
You should have pooped back to establish dominance.
I mean, it is Yufet's dream. I was giving her a second to do something, but nah, she just went with it. And you are still sound asleep.
That's what I got.
But yes. Anything else, Kronk?
All right. Pull up the big map again. All right, zoom in a little bit.
No. Zoom in a little bit. Here.
Oh shit. Too much little bit.
Oh, the beach.
Right.
I need to see that individual grain of sand right there.
Yeah, I go for a run on the beach. No.
Oh, and yeah, you would be aware of the hunter's trail out back, but
Yeah.
there's no
I
proper.
think I'll go to the guild hall. No, fuck
Wheel-
that. I'm gonna go for
No?
a walk on the beach. Fuck it.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
way on the beach? Where you go?
DM's choice.
You're gonna go over to the hot springs, I think, because you remember it being a lovely, lovely place, a lovely scene.
Full of poison.
Good,
And
because
as-
the beast woods sounded kind of fucked up. Not gonna lie.
Oh, that's just what the woods were called whenever y'all got here. They've calmed down quite a bit since you
Still
settled.
ominous as shit.
I mean, you've already dealt with the beast, so
Yeah, that's also the one I'm worried about. So, I mean,
so as you go towards the hot springs and the mines, you give me a perception check actually. Let's get some rolls going.
all right. Perception.
There's a couple things you could notice.
That's a 19.
So you would smell not only the sea breeze that wafts in from the ocean, but you would also smell rotten eggs, molding onions, but also a taint of honeysuckle and lavender. It's very odd. But the closer you get to the hot springs, the stronger it gets.
So it smells like a pretty sewage facility?
Like a sewage facility that's really trying their best but not hitting the mark.
Okay.
That will do that, and we will cut back to Tulio. As you're go into Mudcuz and start brewing up the coffee, you get the glass. Are you getting a poisonous glass?
Yeah, might as well. Oog's not in his jar. I can get fresh poison. I'll go snag
This
some
is
fresh
true.
poison from the Oog jar.
So how full do you want to fill the jar of poison?
Well, I want to keep the full jar, so I would fill the
Okay.
jar, and then for the coffee, I'll add like, let's do 3 doses.
Okay.
The
Motherfucker's
doses.
really trying to kill us.
No.
3 tablespoons.
I was
Yeah,
about to
it's
say,
like
what's a dose?
I'm figuring. I
that's
was
what I
figuring
was
it out
wondering.
because,
I was
like, I'm
thinking
figuring
dose
out what I consider a
fucking
dose of
jar
sugar in my
food.
coffee in the morning. So I'm like, okay, so like that's
Teaspoon.
usually about a tablespoon. I'm figuring out my math. Don't worry.
A
That's
dose
fine. That's
is
good.
dipping it in the jar and seeing how much I pull out this time.
Wow.
No,
It's
that
not
would
quite
kill
honey
us.
viscosity. It's
that
more
would
like
kill us.
Honestly, since Oog hasn't been in the jar for the amount of time that it's been, it's more like a slowly gelatinizing jelly, but not quite there.
Yeah, so it's
that
like
jar's only like I refilled it with fresh water halfway through the trip back
Yes, but
to
part of the
Wellspring.
reason that your slime stays slime is because you have fresh oils adding to it.
yeah,
If you
it's
let it set for a while, it
like
starts to
crystallized honey.
gelatinize and something else starts to form in that gelatin.
Mm.
It's like crystallized honey. So it'll melt in the coffee whenever I add the hot coffee to it. It's fine.
Probably.
Like a sweetener.
But
Mm.
as you get back and start brewing the coffee, you just see Buffet come flying through the window and into the hammock, and it does like 2 full rotations before it settles at the bottom.
Hmm. Okay. Oh shit, I just thought of something. Where's the owl cat at?
They would, I mean, you would have to go out on the front porch and look, but they might
Well, the
be out
coffee's
there.
brewing, so I got time to go check.
Okay. So yeah, as you go out there and look up, you do notice that they're back in the rafters napping.
Okay. I wonder if it'll listen to me. Hey, do you listen to me?
There
I'm
doesn't
just seeing
seem
if it
to be,
reacts.
yeah, there doesn't seem to be any obvious reaction.
If you do, would you go follow Kronk?
You see the hour cat open its eyes, look down at you, and give me a flat roll.
Flat roll is a 9.
It shakes its head and closes its eyes and seemingly goes back to sleep.
Okay.
They rolled the 13.
Just wanted to see if it would work.
There's
And it's
always
not
a
technically my
possibility,
owl
but
cat, so I don't want to like.
push
I
it.
didn't buy it. Yeah, we'll leave it be. I'm gonna go finish my coffee.
I will say animal ownership, if you want to look at it from an interactive point of view, it's who openly interacts with said animals. If
Oh,
you
I
want to
know. And
look at,
Oog's been
yeah.
spending more time with the owl cat than anybody else. So
Mm-hmm. But would you like to do anything else in this morning at Mudkez?
mm, was there a library here the first time that I came to town?
There was, but it didn't seem like a functioning library at the time. It seemed more like it was almost about to open, but like there's no infrastructure, just the base bones. But it looks like a big Roman Colosseum type building.
Does it look like it's open now, or is it
It
still
looks like
closed
the
up?
doors are open and there are definitely something inside, but I don't know if you can see precisely what.
I'm gonna pour myself a mug of coffee and wander over that way.
So, as you get over to the library and see the open doors, you would see inside a who's oh wait, I have notes for this. I know who this is. I had 2 different scenarios going through my head right now. But I remembered this is already lore, so do 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 do. Where's there it is. So within the library, you would see a especially for you, a rather surprisingly tall tiefling of crimson skin and raven black hair, of a fairly long length. You would just see them in these pretty common, like nothing fancy clothing, maybe like a vest and a basic button down, but just sweeping up inside and like dusting, seeming to just be cleaning these shelves and shelves of books that s- seem like they go far beyond the length of the bounds of this building.
Excuse me, is the library open?
Give me 2.5.
Oh, well, of course. If our doors are open,
Perfect. Question. Do you have anything on the kale?
perhaps if you go to the Rolodex and ask, you should find something.
And I'm
And
sorry, this is my first time here. Where is that Rolodex?
as you ask that, he's like mid turning and gesturing over to the right of him down this long corridor of books. At the end is just this small pedestal, very Roman inspired, and just like the literal Rolodex with uh, stone tablets among it.
I'd
As
like
like
to
a little
approach it.
spotlight.
I'm gonna go up to it and be like, information on the kale genasi.
It starts to spin, rustling and the stone tiles clacking together. It just rotates and rotates until it finally stops on a blank tablet.
Genasi clans in the New World.
It rules again and it quickly stops on a tablet that simply states a title of a book and a location. My time with the Adderlin by Pale
I didn't hear the
Section
last part because the
D6.
voice changer is still on.
So it would roll to, yeah, a book title that simply states My Time with the Erwin by Pale Pink.
And location?
D7.
7. I'm gonna. Can I like do an investigation on the shelves and see if they look like they're alphabetized or whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation would be 21.
So as you look around and look at the end boards of these shelves, you would see that they're each labeled with different grid and number spaces. You would be right next to D8 and D12.
All right. So if I'm by D8 and D12. Okay, so it would be 4 back, I'm assuming, for D4.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can find this book.
As you follow the signs and find your section, you're still met with this long corridor of this single shelf like set of books. And now the search begins. Can you find the text?
Hopefully. What do I need to roll on this one? Investigation again or
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say investigation.
17.
As you go down the aisle and look through, you notice that a lot of these books just don't have titles either on the spines or are bound in a way that it wouldn't allow for anything to properly be written. So you're not really sure how these are organized on the shelves.
I want to use my like heck, what is that called? That Eldritch invocation that I have that lets me do detect magic at will. So I'm gonna activate my detect magic so that way I can like look around, see if any of the books really stand out.
So whenever you activate your detect magic, I think you would just be able to detect a uncountable amount of different origins of magic that are spread out around you, as each of these books have most likely been obtained by magical means. But I think this would allow you to know that every book around you is not the original or necessarily even created by the author that it's stated, but they are exact copies.
Okay. Are any of the exact copies innately magical? Like not
Outside
obtained by
of
magic, but like innately.
no,
Okay.
none would be resonating or emitting their own source.
Okay.
It would all be tied to the library. It would almost actually, I feel like, look like the old school libraries that would chain their books to the shelves.
Gotcha.
But yeah, made out of pure energy that the common eye, or if you aren't looking hard enough, would notice.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna start pulling. I'm gonna like pull a book down, like flip open the front cover, see if it has the title.
Oh, let's see what the first book you pull is. I have to pull up my library real quick.
Sorry to the others. We haven't really found a library yet. What else do you think I got my research on elves laying eggs? I had to read about it.
You pull the book down and open it, and you see the title is The Throne of the Angels. No author.
Boring. Put that back on the shelf. Can I like do like another investigation roll, but repeat that process essentially of pulling a book down,
I'll let you
looking?
do it 2 more times,
Okay.
just so we don't get stuck in the library all day.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like overdo it. I just wanted to see if I can get one more. That would be a dirty 20.
You I like this one. You walk down the aisle a little bit and you pull another book of gassy. You pull a book down with bindings that feel very leathery, but its pigment is more of a pale lavender. And you open it up to look at the title, and it's The Devil's Birthright.
Damn it, these are chained to the fucking shelf through magic. I'm glad I learned that before I found books.
Good thing you use detect magic.
To the others that are not God who don't know, I have a very big problem with having stolen quite a few library books in IRL. So yeah. mm. Locking that down for later. Put that back up there. God damn it. So it's in this section. I know that. All right,
Yes.
I have to. I got one more roll. You said I'm gonna use the metal chaos dice. It is the
Ooh.
deciding factor. Metal chaos. Give me chaos. Another dirty 20.
You pull, well, I'm gonna say you do a little jig down the aisle and just snatch a book and pull it down with
Ooh,
all the confidence. Open it up. Storm of the Wyverns
damn.
by Pale Pink.
What does the book cover on this one look like?
The cover of this one, as you close it and inspect it a little bit closer, you notice that it's very much embossed, and the brown leather that is bound in has rivets holding everything down.
Is it like it's embossed, so it's leather with what kind of filigree?
Give me an investigation for this is an old book.
Okay. 22.
You could see that this engraving would almost represent either a flying or a falling wyvern, possibly with something impaling it, but you aren't sure. It is very old, worn, and well read.
Is it on the front of the book or
Yes.
okay.
The back of the book seems to just be riveted down to be like super secure in however the center
Where I
structure
pulled
is.
that one from, are there other books with rivets that have like that are there other books with rivets that are bound in like in a similar way next to where I pulled that one from?
No, there wouldn't be any others with rivets. Every other book around would be just slightly different in different details and aspects. The only things that would seem slightly the same is every other one might have the same like shade of brown or shade of whatever color that they're in, but it is rather well sorted in their groups of colors.
Okay.
You just have to be able to know the difference between a, let's say, mahogany brown versus an oak brown.
And which one is the cover of this book?
This is a cedar brown.
So are there any other cedar brown ones on the shelf?
There would be two other cedar brown books that are spaced almost one or two, but almost in the same section.
Can I check the titles on those two real quick?
You can, but you can't do anything else.
Yep.
The first one that you pull down is the Cleric's Birthright with the very similar type of embossment, but it seems more of an embossment of a sage with either a wand or a very small sword or dagger.
I open your eyes.
And then
Sorry to interrupt there.
you're good. The last one that you pull down is the Lord of the Damned. And the face of this one would have two jewels inside of a skull embossment
Hmm.
for the eyes.
Can I get a radio check from Austin?
Yes, honey bun.
All right, just making sure.
Well, learning sucks today. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So we'll leave
I'm gonna
you
toss
there.
one of my last 2 gold to the old guy on my way out. Thanks for the help. And I am marking it down, I'm aware.
As you leave, you just hear over your shoulder,
Old guy. I'm 20.
Should probably stop working the night shift.
And smoking cigarettes.
We'll leave
Tulio's
you
just making
there,
broad assumptions and leaving, walking out.
honestly. We will leave you there and we will transfer over to Oog. You wake up in. Let me switch the map. In the Oasis. No judgment, I still have a lot of work to do on this one. But this is the path that would connect over to Wellspring. And it does come up to these terraced pools of deep onyx stone that just slowly flows out and onto each other and out into the ocean itself down here. And the beach does meet with this area, but it becomes very rocky and cliff risen. I'm probably gonna make this more of stairs, but Oog, you wake up down here in this first pool. I would say you wake up with the sun too, most likely. And it's just a beautiful, peaceful morning. There's seemingly smoke coming from this new hut that you don't necessarily remember, but it's not really doing anything. And just the sounds of the birds chirping, the water flowing, and the wind through the trees is all you can hear. What you doing?
Just relaxing and enjoying a little bit of respite away from all the noise of the evening.
Wonderful. Kronk, how you entering the scene?
Oh, give me a second. Brody just handed me a full glass of vodka.
Ooh. With
Ooh,
no
Would you
mixer.
What's he trying to butter you up for?
That
It's a
was
new
a
DLC.
lot more alcohol than I intended to take in. Wow, it was 2 really big gulps before I knew that was vodka.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Russian water gets you.
hilarious.
Wow. Okay, so what's Kronk doing?
Uh, so we just finished up with Oog's morning, which he's just relaxing in the hot springs here in the first pool. This would be the
Right.
time that you come up from the path because you decide to come this way. So what are you doing?
Cannonball. Hold on.
I was about to say you'd have to come up. Yeah,
You
you're
guys can't hear what I'm getting ready to say. Hold on.
good.
The poisoning attempt lecture on how
He
to be a
looks
good
so
bartender.
scared. He's like, but Daddy, I thought you wanted the magic potion that gets you going.
Mom is not gonna be happy with you that you got me
Oh,
this
shit.
fucked up. All right.
This quickly.
Just make
That's
sure
her
you
job.
have backup adult
Okay,
voices
it's
saying
water.
that that's what happens. Eh,
It's water.
Good. Get some water and
Oh, that wasn't salt water, bud. Dude, he poured fucking great vodka. I had 3 huge gulps of vodka. Or 2. Some shit like that. Yeah, that was fucked.
Stop whinging like a little girl and unlock your inner Russian, damn it.
I'm German, though. That's my problem.
Close enough. You skipped the
I was about to
border.
say that's even worse.
We lost in Russia. That's the problem.
So
We're not
grow
bringing
up.
that.
All right.
And
so
drink your potato water.
where is Oog located at?
In this first pool, for you to jump in, you would have to come up this hill, around the bend, and then this would be the first area that you could jump in. This is all
Is it-
mostly sheer cliff.
Do I hear his footfalls
You know what?
going behind me?
Actually,
You would definitely hear him coming.
I am too fucked up to do stupid shit like that, so I'ma just walk my happy ass down and just kind of ease into like the second or third fucking pool that Oog is not fucking contaminated.
So so the flow starts up here
I'm gonna go
where the
to the
house is
farthest.
and then
Yeah,
moves down. Do you want to be up near this house or do you want to be like over here or like up here?
I'll be
'Cause-
like, I'll be like, yeah, in that second pool, so I can still converse with Oog, but not get poisoned.
yeah. So again, I still need to add a lot of details to this, but Oog's in this pool and it only flows over to this area and down to the main basin and then down into the ocean. So there might be a little bit of Oog contamination down here,
Go get me something to
up
eat.
into here. But
And if it's
nowhere
fucking
else.
poisoned, I'll beat you. That's your
Child
pen.
trying to kill you already, huh?
Yeah, goddamn, I'm not even worth that much anymore.
You picked the wrong timing.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I would say you probably come up and around the path, walk along this ridge line, and yeah, hop into this pool that is like 4 feet above Oog's water line, and it flows over like in this back area where it meets these other back pools.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, Duffield,
perfect. Yes,
lowland, highland.
I see it now. All right, cool.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of slip on in and just chillax
what are you wearing?
right now.
Yeah, because if you went on partying through the night, you're still fully wearing your clothes
This is
from
Cronkers.
Kronk.
this is kind of what Kronk would be wearing. It's just a fucking shirt that's
Shirt and skirt.
fucked up
Yeah, shirt and
with his
skirt.
buttons and his skirt. Yep.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure that you were still technically fully clothed whenever you crawled in and just were like, so, how's your
Oh
morning
yeah,
going, Oog?
it would 100% be like, oh,
So, Oog, whenever he
morning,
gets
Oog.
in the water, you, I think, would definitely notice the all of the grime from the road, from the fights, from about the last week of what y'all have been doing just slough off of Kronk and start to flow down into your pool and then past you.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Stay in that puddle a while, bitch. I could smell you through the whole trip. I didn't need to look for you.
Well, motherfucker, if you thought you smelled any better.
I didn't say I smelled any better. I'm just
He
saying.
probably did. He bathes daily.
To be fair, he does smell like lemon and basil at this point. So, with a little bit of honeysuckle.
And
That's
at this
the real
point,
key
with
note.
Julio chiming in, it doesn't, because I figured he can already fucking hear it. So-
You are all technically telepathically linked,
And I can
but
make a
that's
shit
only
face
if
pretty
you
easy.
and yeah, you two have especially strong link. So, if he
That's why
wanted
I
to,
chime
he
into
might.
you.
But yeah.
but yeah,
What are you doing? What are you conversing of this morning that is so peaceful and cleaning?
I figure we should probably head out into the woods, see what we can get after we talk to Jeff, let him know that everything's good. We'll get set up, and then we'll head out for a little bit just on foot. If we get
How's
too
that?
far, Saf will fuck us up.
Speaking of Saf, you haven't heard anything from that wily creature, have you?
No, I haven't.
That'll be entertaining. But yeah, once you're finished soaking, because I'm sure you have like 2 more layers to get off you, I suggest finding a rock to scrub with. We'll go find some victuals out in the woods and haul it back to the camp. Restock the larder, as it were.
Well,
They know. Anyway, sorry.
well. You know what I forgot? I told Tulio to make me coffee. I'm gonna pull my happy ass out of here and head back into town.
I'd say you do get a solid bathe going on, and in the middle of y'all's conversation, you would notice some people starting to move about the cabin up here. That does seem to be made mostly out of this white stone. And you would see someone starting to put up some wet laundry on a line up here. And maybe someone starting to add something to the pool right here.
Yeah, I think it's time we get out.
It wouldn't be like liquid or like wastewater. They seem to be adding a solid powdery substance.
Oh yeah, it's time to get out.
You could go ask
So,
them.
nah,
I'm
well,
gonna I'd like to do an observation. Do I notice anything harmful about how the powder reacts with water?
Give me a nature check.
Let's
yeah, because
see.
it'd be more up his field than.
Yeah, I think he has
Because
a
I'm
better
gonna
chance
guess
at this than you.
I'm gonna guess this is pretty new since I've left.
Yes, this wouldn't be a building that you recognize from your past year. This is something that's definitely been added within the last year. The only thing you remember being up over here towards the top of the hill is like the breathing tubes for the mine, which that would be like right over here.
19.
It's soap. They're putting soap in the water and like detergent to help people who come here to bathe because this is the
Is
main.
Kronk out of the water yet?
He would be like scurrying over to this side to get over here to get out.
Kronk, get your ass back in the water. It's just soap.
Oh well,
You
okay.
need that shit.
I'm gonna go and get my bath on.
As
So
you
Penis
start
Man
to
is
stop,
scared of soap.
as you
Well,
stop
if
and
I
turn and look at
stink, all the
Oog,
forest animals don't know I'm coming. Because I smell just as bad as they do.
so as you stop over here and turn around from Oog's wise words, over the waterfall up here flowing down, you just see these pink bubbles start to form at the top and flow down over you in a big rush. And you get well doused in like the whole shebang to just clean everything off. Quick power wash. Squeaky clean.
Gonna imagine it's like sending you through a car wash, just butt ass naked.
Think of a firefighter's hose, but the nozzle is about 2 feet in diameter. So it's just a quick poof. Or like yeah, firefighter helicopter for a wild fowl, just woof. One big whoosh of cleanliness comes over you. But if
Boy,
you wanted to, you could relax in these hot springs and get a slight buff from it.
I'm gonna do that. Kind of relax and let the bullshit of losing a part member and then gaining another one and watching him disintegrate, and then gaining Buford back after taking over his body, and then he turned into a girl. Like, it's been really traumatic, and this Krunk needs this.
I mean, you aren't even mentioning your father being killed,
Yeah, there's
or
some
why
fucked up
he was
shit.
killed, or
Some
what you
fucked up
and
shit been happen.
what you and Cusco have had to gone through because of all of that.
What I had to give up that I'd
Mhm.
all really, I gave it up already. Really.
But yes, once y'all are done bathing in the hot springs here, you would have a buff that allows you to move twice your moving speed for the next day.
Sweet.
All your muscles and joints feel rejuvenated, renewed, and relaxed, so you're just easy flowing.
Suck it, Cusco.
But you both head back to town with Kronk giving the promise of morning coffee to Oog. They make it back to Mudka's with the sleeping Buffet still well passed out, snoring heavy. And you just see Tulio out on the porch, just chilling, sipping his coffee.
Oh, hey. Morning, Oog.
And a good morning to you, sir. How's the coffee looking?
It is delicious. There's a pot inside.
Lovely. Glasses, or am I gonna drink straight from the pitcher?
You can
There
have the
are
pitcher if Kronk doesn't want any.
there are plenty of glasses that are
Well.
unused and clean in the cabinet as well.
I go
How
It's
grab
still
much
all
one
fully
randomly and
stocked.
fill
did
it
you
up.
add to it, Tulio?
Hmm?
How much oog did you add to it?
None at all.
I don't believe that.
As you look in the pot, you just see, these few gelatinous masses just floating around, bobbing.
You lying sack.
They're very
Me?
small,
I would
though. Think like
never.
Orbeez that just peek up and then disappear
I
back
don't
into
like
the
my
liquid.
coffee chunky.
Just added flavor.
Yeah,
I
it's
look
flavor,
over.
but it's
I look over
chunky.
at Kronk and be like, "You want me to drink it all so you can get a new pot?"
Well,
All I need
nah.
to know right now is who all is drinking this coffee.
Besides me, because it's obvious that I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I think you've had like a whole pot at least right now.
Yeah, Kronk's going in for it.
Okay.
All right, I'm sharing. I'm
That's
taking
it,
my cup
yeah.
full.
Oog, you would find this to be rather refined and very delicious. One of the best cups of coffee you've had since the first morning you were here. Something is eerily familiar, specifically to that morning, to this.
Uh, yes.
Tulio and Kronk have both just ingested a little bit of grunge roe, aka grunge eggs.
I guess, yeah, it's caviar.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna be like Alien.
Nah.
You drink this bitter black coffee, but it also have notes of raspberries, of course, the aroma of honeysuckles, but also the pop of gushers and the saltiness of the sea added in, and a little bit of caramel. You're not sure what that's about.
Ye old D&D boba.
Tulio, the only
Mhm.
thing that's different between this and Alien is Oog isn't a facehugger.
Nah, I
Other
think it's
than that,
different.
this is gonna end up very bad for
Mhm.
us. I have a
Nah.
feel-
Part of me really
It'll be
wanted Oog to
fine.
just be like, I hug his face. And I do
No,
think
like,
that this world would have a version of Alien, honestly.
I'm just saying, that, like, if anything bad was gonna happen to us, it probably would have happened to us already.
What? Where? Do not tempt the fates. Son, I'm tired.
That's
of
like my
being
entire
dickhead.
life, though.
You know what? I'm going on a walk. I'm going on a walk because I can't handle the bad juju anymore. I'm
With
just
Didn't you
mom
going
and
just get back
dad
from a walk?
fighting Buffet, you wake up
Oh.
with an odd remembrance and wistfulness of home and the smell of oog row coffee.
He doesn't know that yet.
He doesn't know that yet, no, but very pungent but sweet coffee.
Some froggy coffee in the morning is not for me. Froggy coffee is not my cup of tea.
You don't even know it's froggy coffee.
I can smell the salt in the air.
You are also right next to the sea. Sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah.
You are in the wrong place to say it smells too salty.
Meow. I don't think I have bacon in my inventory, but I want breakfast.
I
You
got
are
coffee.
right next to. Or I need to switch the map again.
Can't
I
have
think
breakfast without coffee.
I'm going to start probably looking through the cabinets for like eggs and bacon and shit. Or whatever breakfast makins I can stir up.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no, that was scary.
Don't worry
That's
about
terrifying. That's the
that.
face huggers.
You are right next to Mama Juju's, the forge, the iron beaver, iron-tailed beaver. And you do smell bacon and venison and a lot of hearty meat being cooked.
I follow my nose. I'm going to eat.
Julio hands Buffet a cup of coffee on our way out.
I will instinctively take it with me, but I'm totally doing like the 3/4 asleep, walk of shame, post hangover, just following my nose to breakfast.
So as
Very Looney
Kronk
Tunes.
storms out, Buffet does a half asleep walk out and over to Mama Juju's. Just so I know what's going on.
Sure.
Sounds like.
Yeah. Sounds right.
What's Oog and Tulio doing?
I'm gonna just watch what happens here. This is gonna be funny.
I'm drinking my coffee and I go out to appreciate the owl cat's beauty.
So I'll start with Oog since that'll be the quickest. As you go out on the front porch and look up, you notice that with the reflection of light from your crystal cauldron, there's a perfect beam of light glowing up onto the owl cat, and it has almost an iridescent gloss over the tips of its feathers as it sits there motionless, asleep, seemingly.
Who's a pretty bird? Who's a pretty bird? As I sip my coffee.
I was about to say, I think you would see. You wouldn't hear anything, but you would see it just start to vibrate in place. And like the feathers slowly getting fluffier and fluffier.
That's right. My pretty bird. As I sip my coffee and enjoy the morning.
Beautiful. Buffet, you wander your way over to Adrian's, as most of you know her as Mama Juju. You see her pavilion over behind her bronze beaver statue, or iron beaver statue out front. You would see a window out next to her front door, and as you peer in, you would see both Mama Juju as well as Caitlin, the general store owner right next, the squeaking squirrel, both sitting there having sausage, steak, eggs, a full proper breakfast with more than enough on the table from what you can see.
Mama Juju, do you got breakfast for a late night musician?
Does the musician have payment?
Yes. Do you want mute music with breakfast or do you want cash?
I mean, I just wanted to make sure you were still working, honey. She grabs a leg from some animal that's over the spit at the moment out in the forge and throws it to you through the window that has like no pane glass. It's just a purely stick X.
Dog catching a stick, jump and grab. Hi.
Give me a flat roll. Beat a 6. Mama
Oh,
Juju's a
well,
good throw.
I don't beat a 6,
You don't? What you got?
a 4.
Ooh, so as Mama Juju throws it, you try and go up and catch it with your mouth, and you don't, and you just get slapped across the face. But
Is it
as
like that
you,
hot dog gif?
well, what I'm visioning is like a football, like pro star, whatever the fuck you call those guys, jumping and going for a catch, but with their mouth getting slapped and then going for the proper catch as they come down, because I'm not going to let them waste this meat. And as you land, you just have this big smear of barbecue or something sauce all over, and this large, tasting mostly like chicken leg of meat, or like meat with just a bone in it.
Thank you.
Why, of course. Never leave a good artist hungry. And with that, what is Kronk doing as he goes out for a walk?
Gonna go up to his thinking spot, lean up against the
What's Kronk's
motherfucking
thinking
thing
spot?
up on top of the hill.
Oh, the
Use all the
spire?
brain cells.
Yeah, where your fucking mouse is pointing. Yeah, right there.
Right there? Is that your
Right
thinking
there.
spot straight across
That's
so you
all.
can just stare at Mudcuz?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as
Because my
you
pile of money is, and I'm a woodsman, so I spend all day out in the woods. So my thinking spot wouldn't obviously be out somewhere where I spend all day.
Well, no. I just wanted to know where you were going. I don't know Kronk's thinking spot. Only Kronk knows Kronk's thinking spot.
Kronk knows Kronk's thinking spot.
So as you go up and sit down at the spire and lean up against it, what's Kronk thinking about?
Hold on.
Kronk's thinking real deep, very stone faced as he's sitting there back against the spire, knee up, arms crossed.
To fart or not to fart.
Full thinking David.
Well, I wonder if I run into Saf out here, how fucked am I really? That's a real possibility. I did not think about that before coming back.
You hear in the back of your head, do you have a wish?
Oh. Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
You know the words to say. Just say them.
Well, I know the words to say, but they get me in trouble so much.
You can always come and see me if you need.
Oh. All right. Where do I see you at from here?
Speak the words and we will meet.
Oh. I wish to see you.
As you say those words, above and behind your head, an outline of a rectangle appears in light, glistening gold with flecks of deep midnight blue. A cabinet of sorts opens to you. Inside, you see a flail, but not an average flail, an odd flail. Flail that seems to be cut in half, with a core of crimson red and almost a cat eye of midnight blue staring at you. And you hear in the back of your head, use me. Grab my handle. Use me.
Kinky.
I need you to
Where?
pull a will save immediately and beat a 19.
Will that just be a straight roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Or
Will-
wisdom saving.
Constitution.
Yeah, will save.
Right.
Let me.
I have to beat a what?
19. And I always forget to look at the camera and not the player picture.
Yeah. Well, that was a 14, boys. I grab that son bitch as tight as I can, and I swing it around. But that.
As you grab the handle and swing it in a broad overhead swing to the ground, you just see it slowly go from open to closing to hitting, and you just finally hear a tink, and a white light ignites in the center. Wellspring is destroyed. This entire terrace is now destroyed.
I
Within a
did it in
nuclear
Fallout 3. I did it here.
in a nuclear fashion explosion. Everyone is dead.
Crunk is a war criminal.
Am I dead now?
Yes.
Motherfucker, I want to go haunt him.
Everyone is encumbered in a white light and a warm embrace.
It's like
As
Crunk's
you
giving you a
all
hug.
as you all regain your sight, you notice you're in a train station. The whole party is there. Blood, Buford, Roper, Oog in his original birthed form, or hatched. Kronk, seeming to be now 68. And Tulio. Oh, Tulio. You
She just
simply
dust in
present
the
as
wind.
a. Oh no, he just presents as a shadow. He does not present as anything more. For reasons.
Mhm.
What are y'all doing? Now I have to make apocalypse. Yeah.
What the fuck's go? Who did what? Why? Why are we here? What the
Guess
fuck's
that's
going on?
Krunk's fault.
In my defense.
Just for
You son of a bitch!
wrong.
In my defense.
Get on the train and start looking for the bar.
God told me to. So
I don't believe you. I was listening. I don't think that was gone.
Fuck you all. I was enjoying my
there
new
was
body.
something,
Where's your drink?
and it told me to.
Let's say
And I
there is
did.
no train at the station yet. It is just an empty station with you.
So,
Fuck, there's no
in
booze
all
here? Fuck.
fairness, we should blame blood for this.
I don't think it's Blood's fault. I literally, Croc, I'm in your head.
Something.
What?
tells me-
I just make a really impressive shit face. You can hear me in your head.
Where? Yeah.
Tyler,
We're
yeah,
all going down, down, down in a burning ring of fire. Zone of truth.
nothing
So-
happens.
Fuck.
All right, listen. Who are you gonna believe? The creepy shadow that has no actual form, or the guy that definitely blew everything up and killed all of us?
Well, I did admit to it that in my defense, an otherworldly being told me to do it.
I go over to
And I
Buffett
did
and
it.
start playing with her hair. What little she has.
I've actually got luscious locks, thank you
I
very
did
much.
everything an
And yes, I start
otherworldly
braiding your hair.
being told me to do.
Like-
We would probably be in a very different situation right now.
Like my image I'm showing right now is
You're no
Buffet.
longer Buffet. You're proper Buford. You're your
Oh, I'm
original
Buford
form
again?
Does
Well,
Buford have
shit.
longer
Now I
hair?
gotta find the picture. No, actually, yeah,
this'll
shoulder
only
length.
be for this session. I now need everyone to create a spacefaring individual.
Motherfucker.
Hang on, let's see if I still got the art for it.
I'll pull the one that I made for if Tulio did die.
That works.
No,
Is there a
so good at
particular
staying
level
alive.
that he should be?
But yes, just let me know if anyone needs approval or if they have their characters ready.
I've got, yeah, my plasmoid,
I have one ready. I just need to know what level.
I think. What else? Because I have my
I'll
plasmoid,
be nice and say level 8.
Fair.
level 8.
Level 8 is where we'll start for this campaign. For we just finished Cannadill's first full
Nope.
run.
DM,
Yes.
I need